Welcome to greencardguys.tv. You need to know this. Do not give up on your legal status. Many people fail to respond to RFE or file an application before the deadline. This is why we offer a strategy session for 15 minutes at no cost to you. Not everyone qualifies. First, you need to speak with our cares team. We receive many requests, so we recommend you answer a few questions on our website, greencardguys.com. Our mission is to help people live and work in America legally. Go ahead and subscribe below and follow and share. Talk to you soon. How are y'all doing? Welcome to Green Card Guys TV. I'm your host, John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States to help you secure legal status to live and work in America legally because the government doesn't care. That has been very clear in 2025, if you didn't already know that. USCIS and the State Department are not there to help you, okay? We have to advocate for ourselves. We're here to advocate for you, point you in the right direction, share some insights. So go ahead and take this time to ask me a question. Type it in the comment section. Excuse me. Type it in the comment section when you have a question that pops up. Or you know what? You're welcome to join live if you want. I have retreat today, so the team is having lunch. I just had a quick bite, so please utilize this time. I'll be here for about 25 minutes. Okay, so it's 12:30 Central Time. I anticipate to end the show about 12:55 or earlier. All right. Thank you, Gigi. Appreciate that. Happy to help. Absolutely. All right. So, of course, I do have some things to share. But in the meantime, whenever you have a question, just drop it in the comments section or join live on YouTube and Facebook. You have to email in for the link. If you're on TikTok, then it should be on this side for you. Okay. All right. So just a couple things in the meantime is that, I know a lot of you filed your own case. You might already have a lawyer, or you may have hired a consultant or a notary, a notario. Some people don't even know that they hired a notario. They think that they have hired a law firm, that they hired a lawyer. And so I'm really concerned, of course. So if that's you, if you're like absolutely not even sure, then because every time someone meets with me, I do, or any of my team members, we do a quick Google search, even if that person is an attorney. It's just good to verify, right? I mean, I think I know a lot of immigration attorneys, but there's a lot more in America. But the thing is, I just had a meeting with someone who's going to sign up with our services, and we helped her parents become residents a few years ago. And yeah, I mean, they hired a law firm. Of course, I cannot share all the details. They hired a law firm. The law firm did what it was supposed to do. Okay, they helped, they guided, they got approvals, but it wasn't finished all the way. It required a waiver, and unfortunately, that law firm didn't get back to that client somehow. I don't know the full details on that, but then it was bad enough to where that person ended up hiring a notary. The person was required to continue with consulate processing, meaning the interview is outside America. Okay. This person ended up filing a 485 application. And I know a lot of you in the audience will say like, oh, like, yeah, like that's obvious. If you enter without a visa and you don't qualify for any exceptions to have the interview in America, then you cannot go through adjustment of status. You got to go through having the interview abroad and apply for the waiver. They already did the waiver. That was approved, right? So I know some of you, so I share this because some of you just want to hear what you want to hear. And so here at Green Card Guys, we're going to tell you what you're supposed to hear. We're not going to tell you what you want to hear, okay? If you want to have the interview in America, we're going to tell you straight if that's a yes or no with your facts, your immigration history. We're not going to make shit up, okay? I don't know how. So basically, this notary said that, yeah, I can get you a work permit. I can get you an interview in America. If someone tells you something that you're like, wait a second, someone else told me no, that's not possible, then ask them for the receipts. I hear there's a trend on social media. Ask for the receipts. Bring the receipts. Ask for the legal proof. How is it possible for your situation, okay? Because my God, that could have saved this person some time and money. And now they're going to be in a more stressed out situation, considering that when a person is denied, a 485 application denied, and you're going to get referred to immigration court, okay? You're going to receive a notice in the mail called notice to appear. So it's a matter of time now. All right. So you do want a legal team. If you filed your case by yourself, that is okay. But if you want the most peace of mind, you need to at least talk to an immigration law firm that focuses on immigration. Okay. So again, if you have any questions, I don't see any yet, but if you have any questions, then okay, I see one now. Let's see. This is from. Looks like this person's name is a little dot, actually. Can you marry in Utah virtually with your partner? She's in Austria, and will it work to file a spouse visa? So, hi, Patty. So, it's possible. We've been able to get it approved, fortunately. But here's the thing: the USCIS policy manual can be a little tricky. They do have a requirement that you have to consummate the marriage. It's quite interesting that they require that. If I can find that here, I'll show you. But in the USCIS policy manual, let's see. But we've had it done successfully with the getting the marriage certificate completed and signed from Utah County, Utah. Okay, so it's just a risk. It depends, because some of you don't have the financial means to travel, or maybe you do have the financial means, but you just don't have the time because of work schedule or something. So, and yeah, in the likely scenario is that the immigrant beneficiary cannot even come to America. Maybe they don't have a visa or the funds. Usually, it's a visa issue. Okay, so. So yeah, that kind of goes to Alakan's question about like his question is, how long does a 129F take to petition fiancé visa petition? I don't have the processing times open right now, but they take longer. They're supposed to take a shorter amount of time than the I-130 marriage petition. Okay, but sometimes it takes longer. And even if the fiancé visa petition takes shorter, less time than a marriage petition, please remember it's the processing time of the entire process. The wait time for the visa interview for your fiancé seems to take longer than people who are married. Join my fan club, please, on TikTok. People First Project. I am working. Okay, I am working. Let's see. Actually, my team is taking a lunch break right now. I just had to chow down in like 5 minutes so I could go live for you guys. Let's see here. Are you at court today, People First? Oh, you mean to be approved, Alec Khan? Like approve what? The visa itself? Oh man, that could take like 2 years. Let's see. Let's trying to find the part about the marriage. Okay. Gigi, you said that you spoke to Alexa and she was very helpful. Oh, that's great to hear. I'm going to send that message to her. Thank you so much for your kind words there, Gigi. All right. Well, here's a couple other more scenarios. Okay. If you're wondering like, oh, when should you really talk to a lawyer? I mean, of course, earlier the better, but here's at least 4 scenarios. Okay. Number 1 is if you receive a request for evidence, RFE. This means the USCIS wants more information, more documents. For us, most of the time when they ask us for more documents, if they do, which is rare, it's about the finances, because maybe the U.S. citizen sponsor owns their own company, and these USCIS officers, they want a bread and butter. Like they just want to see a W-2 and pay stubs. That's it. They don't like business owners in a sense. It's like more work for them to verify. I don't know. I don't think it's that difficult. But the second scenario is NOID, NOID, notice of intent denied. You have 30 days or less to reply to USCIS. And so you got to act quickly, okay? The earlier you can talk to a lawyer, the better for you. You're at CD7 polling station in Arizona. Yeah, I think there's election going on right now, right? So for a Senate House of Representatives seat, they want money. What you talking about? And then the third scenario is if your case is delayed. Okay, if you think your case is delayed, by the way, put the letter D in the comments. D for delayed. All right, and let me know the month and year you filed your case. D for delay. Put that in the comments if you think it's delayed. No, I mean, probably a lot of you think that. If you, by the way, if you do want to understand, like, you want better trends of USCIS processing times, take my poll. Take the poll on my link. Okay, you can find it in the bio description box. Okay, check that out. And what we want to do, because on the website uscis.gov, it's not accurate. Okay, so we can provide you better. We crowdsource together. We can provide you better processing. It's intended to be anonymous poll. You don't have to share your information. So please consider it. The more people that input their processing or receipt date, the better for everyone. Let's see. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Hello.
I don't have the cheese for the master bed.
Oh.
I don't know if I quit or. Oh, okay.
Keep stopping, but if it's done before you leave,
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Let's see. Hello, Danny. What's going on? All right. So we just talked about delayed. The fourth scenario that you definitely need to talk to an attorney, just like the person I mentioned about they hired a law firm and then they hired a notary after that. Oh yeah, mute my mic. Yeah, good call. I don't know how to do that. I have to hit it on. I'm on 3 devices. That's a lot of mics to. That's okay. Yeah, good call though. So yeah, 4 scenarios if your case is denied, your application, because if for some reason, which is the likely scenario is that if 485 is denied, your case is going to get referred to court. So the sooner that you refile the application with proper information, documents, of course, assistance maybe from us here at Green Card Guys, it's best to file it sooner or file that motion to reconsider 290B. But most people, if it's not a marriage fraud finding, okay, 204C, if it's not a marriage fraud finding, then most likely it's to refile the 485 properly, okay, with the correct evidence. So we're very fortunate with our proven checklist. It has worked for every single client. Anytime there's been very limited times where someone has had a couple clients had some hiccups, and that has been usually because of not about criminal history, because we would have just not filed the case, right? But usually because the birth certificate meets the requirements of the reciprocity chart on Department of State website. Maybe I said that way too fast. But yeah, the Department of State has a web page about what type of documents that the government will accept. So such as like marriage certificate, divorce certificate, and birth certificate. But somehow USCIS will say something's wrong with this birth certificate. So we have to go and get another one. Okay. Let's see. Thank you so much for your questions. If you want to join live, you're welcome to do that right over here. If you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube and Facebook, you could email in for the link, okay? And I don't know how it's done on Instagram. What's up, Carwin? I think I do. Carwin, you're probably off work by now, right? Jay Winter, do all officers approve on the spot? No, unfortunately, not every officer does. Fortunately for us, they might not always approve on the spot, but fortunately for us, the way I asked the last question, um, they give us a really good indication. Like, there's no issues. What I do ask, by the way, is officer, with the updated supplemental evidence that we have provided today, would you expect to send out an RFE? Okay. That's a better way of finding out if you're going to get approved rather than asking straight up, am I going to get approved? Like, it's kind of like asking someone in a criminal trial if you did the act of, you know, I don't want to say it out loud, otherwise I get banned on these apps. Triple sec, you just submitted your husband's green card app. He is DACA. Okay, you filed AOS. Okay, great. Let me know how that goes for you, okay? I don't know if you had a question. Any updates on TPS? Which country? So just expect that. I don't know. Not sure if White House wants to end TPS for every country, but considering the political climate of how Project 2025 and Stephen Miller, I do anticipate that their goal is to end TPS for every country. Okay, so if you have TPS now, you need to consider applying for advanced parole, even if you're not married right now. Even if you're like, I don't want to have a Pookie Bear that's a resident or a citizen or even undocumented. You don't want a Pookie Bear, okay? You just never know when you might get hooked up with someone. You know what I'm saying? You might just make a match with someone in the future. Who knows? Maybe it could be 10 years from now. Who knows? If you have TPS now and there's no current expectation for it to be taken away anytime soon, I know for Honduras, you got 60 days. You got until September 8th. So, but if you have TPS now, consider applying for advanced parole now, okay? So that you can have, if you're wondering why, so then you can have proof of re-entry. Of course, you apply for it, you get approved, you still actually have to travel and get the stamp and the passport. Okay, you can't just get approved and then not travel. That's not going to be enough. Okay, Danny, sounds good. Got the money in the packet this time. All right, let's see. Good morning from Cali. CPIO. Oh my goodness, CPIO. CPIO on YouTube asks, what is Project 2025? You're going to have to do a simple Google search on that one. And I would tell you that will likely show up the most accurate information in 2 words, Project 2025. Can you believe that? I don't think anyone has tried to duplicate or clone Project 2025. Hopefully not. All right, switching over to Instagram here. Erica, Ebbs, EBS. You have an interview with Green Card by Marriage coming up. Should you bring your phones or leave in the car? You can bring your phone, just like at least for us, because I want to make sure I meet the clients. Our clients meet the attorney in the interview or in the building, the field office building. You do want to take your phone, but before you enter the interview room, I always ask my clients to mute their phone or silence their phones. Okay. Let's see. And then Ada Humana. How long does it take Department of Labor to approve or reject a case? It's been a year. I mean, I don't know what stage of the process you are. Department of Labor is involved with a couple steps with EB, if that's what you're referring to. Are you talking about an employment-based residency case or something else? Are you prevailing wage? If prevailing wage, that's at least 8 months. If you're at the very first step, I'm sorry, prevailing wage, the very first step is like at least 4 months. The labor certification process is at least 8 months. That's kind of like in the middle of the journey there. Okay. By the way, we have a complimentary guide about almost every scenario. So if you're wondering, like, you would like some FAQs on that, or just more information, essentially, just email us. Okay, email us at wecare@greencardguys.com, and ask for that free guide. And also, maybe something happened to your case and you need some assistance. You need some guidance that maybe you like a little more detailed than I'm able to spend time on the social media. Like, go ahead and schedule a meeting on TikTok and YouTube. Facebook is only, I don't know how to do it. Instagram. Is it like this? I'm y'all on YouTube and Facebook. Am I covering my face? At least on my screen, it doesn't look like I'm covering my face. But anyway, up here, this is weird how I'm pointing. There we go. Okay, pre-qualified session. If you at least, you could be at work, busy. You could be doing laundry right now, like I was like 5 minutes ago. Um, just text in, okay? You don't actually have to be like fully scheduled to have a conversation with my team yet. Just text in, and then you'll get unlock this amount for a pre-qualified session. Picky Private asked, is it smart to delete social media apps off your phone, lock and hide email apps before interview? And you know what? I thought about doing that with customs, but I didn't. And first of all, I only have, I think, TikTok on my main phone. My old phone, my burner phone, has the Instagram one. But let's see. No, I mean, I personally did not delete it. But for our clients, I mean, at least when I'm there, I've never had an officer ask to look at a phone. I mean, we actually asked if they want to look at the PDF, right, on the phone of the bank statement, because some clients, not all clients, are able to give us what we ask for. So we're like, hey, it's on the phone. We downloaded it. They can't even look at it, really, because they need you to be. We can't even email them. They don't. This USCIS, I guess, protocol doesn't allow you to email in, at least for these kind of cases. So, which is weird because we just emailed the asylum office the other day. Speaking of, Hecky, yes, can conditions be removed after divorce? Yes, actually, you can also start to file the remove conditions application 751, even if you only file the petition for divorce. The sisterhood pod, is that amount for you guys to help with the adjustment of status? Oh, this is just a meeting. I don't know. If you want our help to help with any service, really, for immigration, it's at least 4 digits. It's not this amount. This amount right here is for a meeting. Oh, there. Okay, I gotta point so many different ways. And look, if you have never really talked to a lawyer, then most lawyers are not good about explaining things. I think I do a decent job, but and you might be thinking, like, well, why do you need what is a good price, right? I can tell you that the people who have called us after something negative has happened, or they had a bad experience, and they called in or met with us, and we're just curious. We asked, if you don't mind, would you be able to share how much they charged or how much you paid? I guess I gotta tell you, 10 out of 10 people, some people have, or no, not some, 10 out of 10 times, people paid for way less. It's kind of like, have you heard of the green sheets? Green sheets, you see for services for like a low amount. It's a trick, y'all. Okay, just FYI. So just be wary of that. Page Hello. Your daughter filed for you since January. No biometrics. Is that normal? What did she file for you? I-130 only or adjustment of status as well? If it's adjustment of status and a work with or without a work permit, then yes, you should have had biometrics. If it's I-130 only, then you do not expect biometrics. Okay. Let's see on Instagram. Um, Kerwin says you've seen a lot of updates about that. Oh, about people, maybe even citizens getting picked up too. Yep. What is their priority service? So is it that they go to some people who have a pending charge? What if they ask randomly by ICE? I'm still in the process of getting your condition removed. That's right. So yeah, I mean for ICE or these bounty hunters, um, yeah, they're going after everyone. They don't care. These bounty hunters, they get apparently $1,000 to $1,500 per person. It's crazy. So I wonder if they actually get paid if they pick up a Russian citizen too. Maybe they don't check that. It's kind of ridiculous. That'd be ridiculous if they get paid for picking up a citizen as well. Really ridiculous. Adrian Kisson, still waiting for your Y45 to be approved. When you apply for a wife, you were LPR before you got your citizenship done. The I-130 was approved, even though you sent proof. Can you upgrade I-130 even though it's approved already? Yes, so we would do what you did. It sounds like you sent the proof of citizenship. Yeah, we update. You have to mail it to the office that on receipt notice where the case is located. I mean, I wish there was a better way. I wish there was a Staples. What do you call it? The Staples commercial, like the easy button. And it's like, hey, by the way, you should know this already, USCIS. That I'm a citizen now, so can you upgrade the case? Yeah, they don't. Unfortunately, we'd have to mail in and tell them, which just sounds like that's what you did. Whoa. Well, oh yeah. Well, Adrian, that makes sense. Yeah, Adrian says that pending 2 years or 4 months from Queens, New York. Any advice? I mean, it depends when you told them you're a citizen, right? Because Adrian's situation for his wife, he was a permanent resident first, right? So I don't know. I don't exactly remember when you became a citizen. Was that this year? So that that's a good example. Like we don't quickly just say, "Oh, let's file a mandamus case." Like we're not trying to. What someone called me a long time ago, money hungry. I was like, "Bro, you don't know me. Then you call me money hungry." So I thought that was hilarious. So anyway, yeah. Let's see. So yeah, it just depends on everyone's situation. So maybe whenever did you did mail in your certificate of citizenship or naturalization certificate. Okay, so let's see. By the way, again, if you want to join live, you gotta go in right here. Okay. Oh shoot, I got 3 minutes before I gotta go back to retreat. Page, you file I-130, 45, and 765. Okay, yeah, so you should have biometrics already. That's wild. Maybe call in. Call in to USCIS hotline 1-800-375-5283. Yes, I've memorized it. I've had to call so many times for clients in 13 plus years. The number has not changed, fortunately. Danny says that you've done a meeting with our team and they are very thorough and give a clear process about your case. Definitely recommend. Thank you so much, Danny. Appreciate that. So by the way, if you have a question that I cannot answer for you because I'm supposed to get out of here in 1 minute, you're welcome to comment in any video. Just can be any video, doesn't matter because I need my marketing team tells me I need that, the engagement for the algorithm. Apparently that's important. Ada Humada, the company that's hiring you applied to an open position for you. What you've been waiting for? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So you're at your next step is for the I-140. So you're at the labor certification part. Yeah, that takes about 8 months. Okay, Adrian says August going to be 1 year since you updated, or you told them that you're updated. No, you're on the ball. You mailed in the proof the same month you took the oath, so that's great. Been a year. Well, let's talk about that. Did you file the 485 also, Adrian? Okay, because now you're a citizen. I mean, I don't recall if she's your wife spouse entered America with a visa or not, but enter a visa then. Absolutely, file that 485 if you haven't already. Okay, so schedule a meeting. Okay, Adrian. Let's see here. Laura, you've been waiting on a petition for 2 to 4 years. Wait, well, no. I think you're just saying in general. How long have you? When did you file your case, Laura? On TikTok? Oh, you got 2 to 4 years from UK. So how was the beach vacation? The vacation was good. It was good. Thanks for asking. UK 1 2 3 4 5. You've been. I wish I could hang out with you guys for a while, but my team's gonna get on me and say I need to get back to the team retreat. Wondering why I'm missing. Mohammed on YouTube, you're waiting 15 to 16 months on a green card application based on asylum. Yeah, those cases are. The thing is, those cases are paused. As far as I know, they haven't resumed processing. I mean, they say they paused on adjustment status for asylees. Um, so I'll do some more research on that. See what other attorneys have experienced on that one as well. So I would say hold off on that because you're asking if you can sue USCIS for that delay. If it maintains the pause, then you can't. There's no reason to sue. Although I would be curious if they do something about that. Oh, DACA, you're a DACA recipient. You don't have anyone in your country to go visit, so for you to get the stamp, what should you do? Is there any other way? Well, it doesn't have to be someone that you visit only. It could be like maybe a work conference. There are maybe you review the limited scenarios that you can, um, obtain, apply for advanced parole. But email us, and we'll send you the guide on that. Okay. Eve Bobadilla, you're an asylee. You just got your RTD. I don't know. Oh, refugee travel document. Is it safe to travel with it? I don't know which country you're from. Your country of nationality, it matters. Okay, for travel because of the travel ban. 485 application has been processing for 9 months now. How long does it usually take? Arabian Dreamer? Traditionally 12 months. I mean, some people have, under Biden administration, interviews were interviews were waived generally for marriage cases. But that would still take about average 6 months. Trump administration is actually less time, but that's because they're trying to trick you all. They're trying to put you on a trap, especially for some of you that have, just got together recently. Like you've only known each other for like a couple months. Then you don't have as much evidence, right? Inherently. So, and the quick turnaround for an interview, then they're not gonna have as much updated evidence. Do you see I'm getting at here? So that's why I'm saying, like, if you want to file it properly. Okay, file it properly with a sufficient evidence. Adrian, your wife has entered with a visa. Okay, great. Okay. Sequoia, you want to sponsor your mom? Should she wait to renew her visa or just file the 485 in advance? Renew what type of visa? Kind of depends on the situation. So, hello, Tina. Baby doll, why is it taking so long for the receipt notice? You filed VAWA package in April, still no receipt notice. So, any cases that it gets sent to Nebraska or Vermont? Those take a long time. I don't know why. It just seems anything related to VAWA, especially VAWA, the receipt notices take a long time. You're not the only one, baby doll. Is that the first time I've ever called someone baby doll? I think so. Sequoia visitor. She is from Jamaica. Okay, so I mean, so you can't. So if someone's like your mom, Sequoia, okay, if of course I gotta tell you as an attorney that no one can have the intent to enter America with on a visitor visa with the intent to stay here permanently. Just a hot tip: don't bring too much luggage. Just a little hot tip. But so let's just say she does have the visitor visa already. Okay. Well, if you haven't filed anything yet for her, your mom, a petition or anything, then yes, you do want to renew the visitor visa if it's about to expire, right? But so it's a timing thing, it's a timing strategy. So that's a good example of scheduling a meeting with our team to make sure you get the timing correct. But again, of course, as an attorney, I have to tell you, you're not supposed to enter America with the intent to stay here permanently if it's a non-immigrant visa. Kerwin, a client of ours, asked I mentioned last time that even if when you're on the process of remove conditions, we can provide you resources to practice for the citizenship test. Sure, yeah, we could send it to you earlier. Earlier the better. Okay, let me put a comment on this on my paper here, and I'll put in a system for you. Okay, Kerwin, sure thing. That's true too, UK. That is true. So yeah, that's why that's why it's good to schedule a meeting. Unfortunately, oh shoot, I'm late for my meeting. Uh-oh, they're gonna beat me up. I'm the worst boss ever. Would love to stay with y'all. Timaz, DG Marketing, are they reopening removal orders? I don't think so. I haven't heard that. What they are doing is if a case has been administratively closed, okay, they're reopening those. We call that motion to recalendar. Okay, we received a couple of those, and we of course tried to contact those old cases clients. Lost contact. That's all. That's why it's always good to just if you change your phone number. We do have some clients that we have not talked to in several years that popped through recently because of Project 2025 and reconnected and gave us the update information. So yeah, you might think it's strange, like, oh, I didn't think I need to update your old attorney. Might be a good idea because now that we just had to mail it to the last known address of that client, and it bounced back. We don't always have to know when you move, but if you're a client, then it'd be good to know. It's necessary. We have to know when you move as a client before your own family knows. Okay, that's the priority, y'all. Okay, put us on number one on your caller list. Absolutely, Kerwin. Happy to help. Is there RP? Is there a difference between administrative closed and dismissed? Absolutely. Dismissed is the best. Dismissed is the best. Let's make that I need to make that a rhyme on one of my videos. Dismissed is the best. Administrative close is like you got your paper. Administrative close is like, how do I put it? They close it and they just kind of put it to the side, and it's not on the active docket, the calendar essentially. But recently DHS has filed a motion to recalendar, meaning put your case back on the calendar of the docket for the judge's calendar. So so it's not a reopening per se, but yeah, they can. We just use some formal language. Okay, shoot. I think I got it. Tina, if your husband is from Ghana, hypothetically, and working in Italy 6 to 9 months, can he request his interview to be done in Italy? Yeah, it is possible to transfer the consulate location or embassy location as a TCN. Okay. Okay, y'all. I gotta get out of here before my team beats me up. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful day. I might go live tonight. Maybe we'll see. Okay. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Oh, if you've been here for 30 seconds, go ahead, follow, subscribe, and click on the bell for future notifications. Okay. Peace out.